Hi, and in this episode of Exploring Middle-earth, the High Elf hunter Halthete has left Rivendell and is questing around the surrounding area of the Trollshaws, a dangerous land which is named for its very unfriendly inhabitants. The land that we know as the Trollshaws was once part of the Kingdom of Arnor. With the breakup of the kingdom, it became Rudar, the eastern province of Arnor, which eventually stops the practice of elevating descendants of Elendil to the throne, but instead puppet kings of Angmar from the hills, very likely from Dunland. Although there were bonds between the other two parts of the broken kingdom of Arnor, Arthedain and Cardolan, no such fellowship existed between Rudar and the rest of Arnor. When the Witch King of Angmar was prepared to launch his invasion, he openly took control of Rudar and both realms invaded Cardolan and Arthedain. Although the Witch King was ultimately defeated, it was not before the kingdoms of Arnor were left in utter ruin. Although good men and other free peoples have been able to inhabit some of these lands since, and even prosper here and there, the majesty of these lands is yet to return. Rudar is now known as the Trollshaws, and there are no longer any settlements here, save for a few small ranger camps. It has become a wilderness with trolls and other unfriendly creatures roaming the roads and the ruins of the former kingdom. It is here that the company of Thorin, including the hobbit Bilbo Baggins, engaged in its first skirmish on their quest to reclaim Erebor from the dragon Smaug. With the hobbit and dwarves in danger of being eaten, the wizard Gandalf managed to confound them until the dawn when, having failed to notice the time and return to their cave, they were turned into stone. As creatures created by the original Dark Lord Morgoth in the First Age, trolls are entirely wicked, albeit incredibly stupid. Most trolls are turned into stone when exposed to sunlight, and so tend to prefer life underground. For those trolls that do make a life above ground, they must be careful to return to a suitable cave before dawn. Exploring the troll cave not far from there, the company discovered some ancient elf blades. Thorin took the sword Orcrist, Gandalf took the sword known as Glamdring, which he still uses even now, and the hobbit Bilbo found a dagger, which was as good as a sword to him. It glowed blue in the presence of orcs, and Bilbo Baggins later named it Sting when using it to fight the spiders of Mirkwood. He has since passed it on to his nephew, Frodo Baggins. Much more recently, it has played host to another adventure involving a hobbit. This time it is the ring-bearer Frodo Baggins who, having been stabbed by a Morgul blade at Weathertop, had to flee to Rivendell with all speed. Camped by the stone trolls of Bilbo's earlier adventure, the ranger Aragorn was attending to Frodo's wound when the elf lord Glorfindel came upon the party whilst out searching for them. He took Frodo upon his own steed to race quickly to the ford of Bruinen to evade the pursuit of the Nine Nazgul. At the ford, the magic of Elrond and Gandalf summoned a deluge as the ringwraiths tried to cross, sweeping them away and killing their horses. This forced them to have to retreat back to Mordor, where they would need to find alternative steeds. At the eastern end of the Trollshaws, there are two main routes that a party of adventurers may take into hostile lands. They may pass further east across the Misty Mountains, over the High Pass and into Mirkwood. From there, the Fellowship would be able to turn south and head towards Mordor. Alternatively, they may head south into Eregion and then under the mountains through the mines of Moria. Both routes are perilous, but the mountains must be crossed by going either over or under if the ring is to be taken to Mordor. And that's the brief history of the Trollshaws. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for further content. Share with other people who may also be interested and comment down below, please. And until next time, I'll see you later.